Welcome to King of the Palace. I'm Dennis Nuzzo. This is Jonathan Boudreau, Nick Zuffaletto. One of these two will be the new King of the Palace scratch champion. Will be the number 2 seed, Nick Zuffaletto. Welcome back, Nick.
Thanks, Dennis. And for the record, Zuffaletto.
Zuffaletto. As long as he's give you the money correctly, that's all that matters.
Well, you know, gotta give all my fans the correct pronunciation.
Just call him Freshie.
That too. Yeah, you could do that.
What are your thoughts about bowling against Jonathan?
I said at the interview last week, Jonathan's a top 3 bowler. I know I'm going to have my work cut out for me, and I'm looking forward to a great match. Definitely 2 great bowlers going to duke it out for the title.
Yep, absolutely. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
And to my right, the number 1 seed, roll-off score of 686. No stranger to any bowling show, Jonathan Boudreau. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Top 3 bowler, you said. Do you think that's accurate, or top 2?
You know, some days you have it, so I don't know. Hopefully this is one of them.
What are your thoughts about bowling against Freshie?
Freshy's going to be tough. I mean, you know, I bowled with him and against him recently too, so you know, right. I know how he's bowling. So yeah, I have to be on my toes for this one. I have to bowl pretty well. See what happens. Well,
you don't have to be on your toes too much. He's about a foot shorter than you.
Well, then, you know, I guess that's a fact. But yeah, got to bowl well. Have to bowl well. That's the point.
Well, good luck to both of you, and I'll see one of you in the 11th box to crown you the new King of the Palace scratch champion.
Welcome everyone to the King of the Palace, sponsored by North End Mazda Subaru and Watch Me Suck at Bowling. Up first, Nick Zuffaletto versus Jonathan Boudreau. This is for the undisputed King of the Palace scratch title.
First ball throwing, Freshie leaving the 2-4-6.
Freshie's been bowling for 15 years. His average is a 123. His high single is a 200. His high trip is a 474. His home alleys are Metro Bowl, and he also bowls at Exeter Lanes.
A little bit wide on that. I don't know. I was tempted to go on the right. Well, no, I don't think anything would have took out the 2 on the left. Okay, come out of this with a 9, Freshie. Should be all right. Oh, it did make the 10.
When the smoke clears, these 2 are the last men standing. The number 2 seed versus the number 1 seed. This is going to be a spectacular match, especially watching Jonathan Boudreau go up there and throw that ball.
Absolutely.
Probably the best left-handed Candlepin bowler in the country. Jonathan Boudreau. What do you think, Dennis? Close?
Currently?
Yeah.
Absolutely. He's one of the best. Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And he's clutch.
Yes.
You bowl with him in that pro league?
Yes. I'm actually, my team is Beverly 1, his team is Beverly 2, so we bowl out of the same house.
And I had the opportunity a couple years ago to bowl against him, and he just cleaned my clock.
I remember that.
Literally cleaned my clock.
He didn't even kiss you.
No, when he was part of Lucky Strike, man, he just tore me apart.
Yes. I think that was the year he went 21 in a row.
Yeah,
Well,
matter of fact,
row,
I think he threw a 422 that night against me.
Nope.
That one hurt. That one hurt bad.
Yeah, I'd say it would.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Up now, Mr. Jonathan Boudreau. He's been bowling for 21 years. His average is a 129. His high single is a 200. His high trip is an impressive 491.
Wide on the head pin. He's left the 1 in the
7 with a whole bunch of junk on the deck.
You know what I find amazing is every person on this ladder has been on the show before.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's. I don't think that's ever happened before.
No, I don't. I tend to agree with you. We'll have to check the records. Where's Anthony? Where's Anthony Karen? He'll have the records. Good
is he
friend.
here? Is he still?
No, he had to go to work.
Yeah.
Oh no, he is still here. I take that back.
Well, if there's anybody else got records, then it'll be him. Okay.
He's definitely the record keeper of this show.
He gives me statistics all the time, and I sincerely appreciate it.
And the one thing I can say about Jonathan, man, is he doesn't waste any time. No. He's just run and gun.
Yeah, he gets out there and fires.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't let his head get in the game.
He was what you call not a deliberate bowler. There he goes. The lefty cranks it up. Head pin. Look at this mess.
Leaves the 3, 6, 8, and 10 with a couple pieces of wood rested up against the 3 and the 6, and 1 on the 8.
Set up pretty well.
Yep.
Any part of the 3-pin should take this. Hopefully the inside.
I would say split them just to be safe. Yeah. Get that piece of wood over to the 8-pin.
Beautiful shot.
The big lefty cranks it up.
Up now, alley 3, Nick Zuffaletto, a.k.a. Freshie.
Obviously, once again, people.
Zuffaletto.
Yeah,
you must pronounce properly.
The spares and the strikes are going to determine the winner.
Ladies, he's like a dessert.
Wait a minute. Back that up?
Yeah, I'm just giving Freshie his props, man. He needs all the help he can get.
Like,
like a dessert, like a chocolate-covered devil dog.
No.
He still hasn't bought any of those for us.
No.
Shout out to Adam Lamarice and Eddie Heim. Thank you for your comments on YouTube.
Thank you for tuning in and believing in watching the King of the Palace, man. Appreciate it.
Mr. Spencer Ford watching from Florida. Thank you.
Fresh leaves the 4 horsemen. Right, 1, 3, 6, 10 in the 7 pin with a piece of wood where the 5 in the 4 pin should be.
Well, he's got to nail the head pin, and he does.
Oh, leaves the 3 and the 6.
I think he might be putting too much pressure on himself knowing he's bowling Jonathan.
Yeah, I agree.
Just throw his ball, man. He's a great bowler.
Dennis, it's definitely, he's bowling different than from last year.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. It's like he's just wants to make everything perfect.
Yeah, he's just got to take a step back.
You think it's psychological? Doing that?
It's always
thing?
psychological.
Yeah.
Bowling is 90% mental.
Mental, yeah.
You're 100% mental.
You want it. Oh, boy, they're coming after me, people.
Bazinga.
Oh, look at this.
Mr.
Look at
Head
this
Pin
disaster.
The 1, 7, 8, and 10 with a piece of wood off to the right of the 1 and 2 pieces of wood in the channels.
I play to the right of the head pin, try to get that dead wood to snap off the wall and just get some action going. That's your only bet.
Ooh.
Just missed the head
Now
pin,
he's got the high-low jack. 1, 7, 10. These two are great friends. They feed off of each other, so it should be a lot of fun.
Oh.
8 box for Nick. Puts him at 37 through 4.
Boy, opened up with 4 opens. No.
Shout out to Paul De Silva and Mike Ellison. Mike Ellison's watching from Everett, Mass.
Jonathan bowls out of Beverly, the Bolo Mat in Central Park Lanes. He also bowls in the Exeter Once a Month Pro League and the Friday Night Pro League.
Well, a little extra time here, Dennis. Found the head,
Oh.
buried it.
Leaves the
Drops the
6 and 9 with a couple pieces of junk on the deck.
Well, here we go for a mark for Jonathan. You going to try to split him, Dennis, or are you going to the right of the...
I always split him.
Split him, yeah.
Everyone has their own
You know,
niche.
Dennis, if you look closely, quickly, I
It
think
looks like
it's moved.
Yeah.
Nice pickup.
The 8-pin moved off its spot. Well, somehow got off. Double mark for putting the pressure on Freshie already, Jonathan Boudreaux.
That's all Jonathan knows how to do is put pressure on you.
Yep.
Sam Sitar watching from Hadley, Mass. Thank you.
If you've never seen an explosive bowler,
Here
you
it
watched
is.
him right now.
Here it is. Look at the concentration, people. Oh, look at this mess. Little English there that he wanted to fall down. He's left a 3.
6 and 8 with a couple of pieces of junk on the deck.
Where you going, guys? I'm going at that front wood red line.
I'm going the 3-pin. Split them.
Dennis?
I would split him.
Well, I'm playing the wood in the left front.
I'm a little worried that they won't take the 6-pin.
He'd have to go real low on that.
He's going for it. See?
Oh.
Just like I said.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, I would have went for it like the wood wasn't
Dennis
there.
had his crystal ball out.
I did.
Yeah. Well, this is it. All different theories, people. We're all discussing different ways to make the spare shots. It's Candlepin bowling. This is it. This is for the King of the Palace.
This is for the Scratch Undisputed World Title.
After 4, Nick Zuffalato at 37. Jonathan Boudreau at 55.
Yep. He needs to find the head pin. Needs to get the move.
Off to the right.
Well, look at this. Look
Still
at
falling.
this. Look at
Still
this.
falling.
Look at this.
He's going to backdoor one.
Yeah, almost did.
Almost there. He just needs to get the mark.
Leaves the 1-2 with a whole bunch of junk on the deck.
Now just shoot the head pin, Freshie. Shoot the head pin.
Yep. Left-hand side of it.
Yep. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, yeah, that's
Beautiful
what he
shot.
needed. The confidence builder, Dennis, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Now he needs the good fulfill.
Nick's favorite shot is a single pin. His least favorite shot is the 2-pinner.
Yeah, here he goes. Well, he just made one.
Yep. He had a little bit of help with that wood.
Yeah, the wood, yeah. Very unorthodox approach. Oh, didn't want that. But.
Oh, we see this.
Well, he got 6, maybe 7.
Hold on, it's still falling.
All right, well, he's got a shot for spare.
Leaves the 1, 3, 7, and 9 with a piece of wood up against the 3.
Well, he's just got to slam the head pin. Split the head pin, the 3-pin.
Absolutely.
And he did.
And there goes.
All right, make sure you get one.
Nothing.
Make sure you get 1 out of 2, Freshie.
No soup for you.
You get nothing.
Smash the wood into the 9, get the 9 box, hope, and maybe a 10. Oh,
Nice
he did.
shot. Nice shot.
What happened, Dennis? What happened? The ball ricocheted.
The ball ricocheted, took out the 7 pin.
So the 2 pieces of wood basically were a barricade, or a barrier, like a Jersey barrier, like our friend David says. And the ball ricocheted to the left.
Thank you to all of our 736 YouTube subscribers. Appreciate every single one of you. Hope to have 800 by the end of the season.
Oh, nice ball. Nice
Goodbye.
ball there. Goodbye. Oh, I thought it was going to fall down.
Thank you very much for everyone who's tuning into the King of the Palace and sharing where you're watching it and who you're watching it with. Continue it, man. We've had people from Australia, California,
Sweden.
Ohio, Sweden.
Australia.
Ooh, wow, a rare
Jonathan.
miss by Jonathan.
All set up there, Jonathan. He went right. I don't know if he went right on purpose or just. Oh,
Wow.
went left.
Jonathan's favorite shot is the triangle. His least favorite shot, the 4-5-7 no wood, or the 5-6-10 no wood.
Oh, he's a little bit, shaking his head. I can't say to blame him. Dennis.
Want to give
got away
a
from him.
shout out to our sponsors, North End Mazda Subaru in Lunenburg, Mass. Visit buynorthend.com or visit them in person and see wreck in a rack. And see Marty Babineau, his excellent sales staff at a new or pre-owned Mazda or Subaru. Or you can go to YouTube, type in Watch Me Suck at Bowling, and see my good friend George Fifi, who also competed in this round of the King of the Palace. He does parodies on Candlepin bowling, duck pin bowling, and 10-pin bowling, as well as many different other things. And his page is linked with ours and vice versa. So a lot of his viewers have tuned into the King of the Palace, and a lot of King of the Palace viewers have turned into George.
Absolutely.
You know?
Nick goes for this garbage shot. Look at nice.
Beautiful
Hated.
pickup.
Oh, my goodness.
Jonathan may have a
The
game on his hands now.
2-8-7-10. Nice shot by Freshie.
Box to box, Johnson's up 11 pins. So it's right there. Very close.
No, it's what we wanted. Lots of action. Spares, strikes, great shots. Big ball here. Found the head
Right down the
pin.
middle of the plate.
He was very light on the head pin, though. If he was a little fuller, he probably would have got.
Leaves the 7, 9, and 10
Look
with
at this,
a
man.
ton of junk
5
on
pieces
the
of
deck.
wood all over the place.
This is when you spray and pray.
Absolutely.
Which
slap,
one?
slap and tickle.
Which one you gonna hit?
Just
Anything. You got to hit any piece.
go where the 3-pin would be.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a lot of junk on this deck.
When you think people,
you don't want to go
here's the
too far
shot.
right.
Oh.
Nice bid. You couldn't go too far right because everything would spray over to the left and it wouldn't touch the 9 or the 10 pin.
Nice try. Well, get the 10.
So that's one of those cases where too much wood hurt you.
Okay.
Freshie's 89 through 8. Jonathan is 74 after 6, working on a strike.
And when Jonathan's not bowling, he's bowling.
He's always bowling.
Oh, no. There it is.
And you know what?
Oh.
In his head, that's what he's saying to Steve.
How does that happen?
I wish this happened when Mike Moore was here. I wanted him to see a full tilt.
Thank you again,
Dennis.
Mike Moore, for stopping by and supporting the King of the Palace and talking about your new book.
Oh,
if you're going to steal
almost.
it,
That's an excellent 9.
Oh,
lunch
my
with
goodness.
Lunch with Stasha and Tommy and Stasha.
Yep.
Stacia. Sorry, Stacia.
Stacia's the greatest lady Candlepin bowler in the world. Throws a strike, fills the strike with what? People, a spread eagle. How does it
No, he
happen?
didn't fill it with that. He just had, that was his first ball.
Well, first ball, I'm
Yeah.
saying, yeah. Throws basically the same ball, gets a strike in one box and a spread eagle in the other.
Oh, if I know Jonathan, he's coming back with a hammer right
I
now.
know, I agree with you. He's going to make sure he gets the head pin again. And he does, and
call
you're
it?
right.
Did I
There's
call that?
the wreck.
He called it.
Told
2
you.
out of 3
Clean
balls.
up on aisle 4.
Actually, he was very close to having 4 strikes in a row. Well,
I don't think I've ever seen Jonathan miss a head pin.
Very rarely.
very rarely, yeah.
After 8, Nick Z at 89 and Jonathan Boudreau at 103 working on a strike. My
Now-
hated shot.
Now,
He-
both
he-
bowlers, excuse me, they're throwing perfect balls on this alley, and look at the mess. The spread eagle, and now the 5, 6,
10.
10. What are you going to do? Quick, wood left or wood
Press
right?
the reset button.
Oh!
Wow.
Left. Wow, that was amazing. Leaves the 6-pin.
Cap the
I
wood.
hate that shot.
Yeah.
With a passion, I hate that shot. I'd rather do the 7-10 all day than shoot that. That's 10 bucks.
He needs a mark, obviously.
Yeah, he's at 99 through 9. Hey, 999.
Yeah.
Niner.
Big blocks here for Freshie. Needs the mark. Obviously, we always want marks. Oh,
Just off to the left.
Didn't want that. Well, difficult spare.
Leaves the 1, 3, 6, 4, 7, and the 9 with a piece of wood up against the 6 and the 9.
Oh, he just missed a head pin.
Yep.
Yeah.
He would have had it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Leaves the finger of God.
Absolutely.
What was that?
I'm afraid to ask.
Getting a little tired.
Bones are creaking.
108 first string for Nick. Jonathan's already at 103 working on a strike after 8.
If he gets
So
a
Nick's going to be down a considerable amount going into the second string.
this Jonathan Boudreau, people, watch him closely. Talk about a veteran Candlepin bowler, a real professional. Look at the concentration. Not saying that Fresh isn't, but he's just a head pin hit again. That's right, David. I don't think he's missed a head pin yet, has he?
Not yet.
Well, you'll find out Travis usually puts the stats up.
Yeah.
Head
Yep.
pin hits.
2, 4, and 6. Tough shot.
Which I got to say, a lot of people appreciate that, but it's very rarely mentioned that Travis does that.
I'm telling you, that's why he is the OEPD, man.
Yep. He's Travis Falk. That's all there is to it.
Ooh.
I will say this: Mike Moran even gave Travis huge props for the production
Yes.
that he does.
Absolutely, and he had big budget equipment to
Yeah.
work with. And he said that he does a superb job.
And 21 pin.
I wonder if he'll mention King of the Palace in this book.
I'm hoping he does.
Did he mention that he is?
I didn't want to ask.
Yeah.
I know. I was in the same boat. I'm like,
I wanted to, but I didn't.
yeah.
No.
'Cause I know he had talked about the past,
No, the other
the past
shows.
greats,
Yeah.
Right, the up and comers.
and the up and comers, and some of the bowlers today. Ooh, leaves the 4-pin. So I didn't really want to ask.
No, I get that. I mean, I hope, even if we get a little blurb, something, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Help promote the show.
I mean, we're also in the International Movie Database.
Yes, IMDb.com. All three of us, even Steve.
Yeah. Wikipedia.
Yep. And if you want King of the Palace in your neck of the woods, just contact your local public access provider. Tell them you want King of the Palace in your area. Sign a piece of paper. Doesn't cost you anything. They call us or text us, email us, whatever they do. And we start streaming it to them, and they show it for you.
Yep, and if you are watching on YouTube, tell us where you're watching it and who you're sharing it with.
See you guys in a while.
Take it easy, brother.
See you the 31st.
After 1, Nick at 108, Jonathan at 129.
Well, 21 pin lead for Jonathan Boudreau, veteran left-handed bowler. Freshie's got his work cut out. He's got to come out of the chute. He's got to get the head pin. Let's see what happens.
He needs
people.
marks.
This is it, Dennis. This is for the King of the
He's down
Palace.
2 marks to Jonathan, which is telling a story right there.
Yep. 2 marks is out of 10. Let's see what happens. Ball's there. Oh, got a break.
Leaves the 1-3-6 with a piece of wood rolling up to the 3 and 1 in the.
What do you think, Dennis? 70% of the people.
Run the
7
ladder.
out of 10 make this. 6 out of 10.
I told you long ago you can't do statistics.
Look at this. Hits the head pin and only gets 1 out of 3. I don't understand it. I thought that was a spare right down the pipe.
A little too full.
Yep. Drill it right back.
That's
$10
all
bucks.
he needed to throw.
Yes. He might be pressing a little bit. He needs to just take a step back, take an extra breath, and calm himself.
A short breath.
Oh, he's a short person. Doesn't have much room to bring any much air in.
David, quickly, the back curtain, what's it made out of?
Rubber.
Right, it is struck rubber for the people at home watching.
Oh, again.
Again, he's got it. Look at this.
This is one of his least favorite shots.
That's my.
Well, the question is why.
The 5, 6, 10.
Oh, this is so disappointing. You bury the ball in the head pin, into the pocket, and you leave this mess.
But I mean, he's got some decent wood. He could probably pay the far left pin, far left tip, and just get something going, which he's trying to do.
Oh!
He didn't go far enough left. Played it more of the red line.
He's very disappointed. Wanted to come out with a couple of marks like we always do.
The problem with this dead wood is it's going to snap off the wall, and it might not even hit anything.
Or he goes to the outside.
See?
Yep.
I know what I'm talking about sometimes.
No.
Nick's just got to get his head together and come back with it.
He's down what?
Box to after the first string, he's down 21.
Johnson's opposite an 18. He's got a chance to really add into this lead.
Oh, he can bury him right here.
Boy, does he look confident. He just looks confident.
30 bowlers, though. I'm proud. I'm glad.
Yeah, it was a great turnout for the scratch.
Dennis, David, getting back to what we were talking about earlier.
Chocolate covered devil dogs?
Yeah, that and triples. If somehow you can think about this. I'm thinking
I'll work out the triple threat thing.
Yeah, that takes a little bit of ingenuity and thought process. That's nothing. Doubles,
that's no problem.
Well,
not a problem.
Well, doubles
easy to do.
Well, it wasn't easy because I wanted to do something different. So the triple is going to have to be.
I'll work it out. I got some time.
Oh, well, we can.
Work for the post office.
Yeah, I'm going all day.
Dennis, David, how about two ladies and a gentleman, or two gentlemen and a lady?
They have a tournament like that. It's called a Rose Between Two Thorns. It's two guys and one girl on the team.
Back up again. What was that again?
It's called a Rose Between Two Thorns.
Where's that?
I think they hold it at Park Place every year.
Oh.
It's a good tournament. Two guys, one lady, 3-person team.
Now Jonathan Boudreau just buried one, and look at this mess.
He's chopping right now.
Go back to that. We can go back to the old TV show, Three's Company.
One guy, two girls.
Yeah,
I'm down with that. Nice bid. Nice bid.
Try.
But yeah, the triple threat match that I was thinking about, it's going to take some fine tuning. So we'll see. But I also on a youth ladder. So and I'll be at the Rock and Bowl tomorrow, which is February 25th, and talk to the youth bowlers. So if we can get enough interest, let us know. We'll try to do one next year.
Yeah.
But we got to have the interest. We can't do a tournament with 5 bowlers.
Yeah, we would know ahead of time. So I know we'd have to redesign certain things, and stuff like that. So,
but we can't give them cash, so we'd have to do gift certificates or something. It all needs to be worked out.
Gift certificates of bowling. Okay, here goes Freshie. He's got to really start to put it on.
We can turn around and get Steve to buy the kids pizza.
How does that happen?
But they have to chip
minus the pizza.
Minus the pizza.
He'll bring the empty boxes.
Wait a minute, people. Did you just see what happens and you start talking about pizza to get my mind off of this?
Exactly.
How does that happen? One needs a good fill.
Well, when a man loves a woman.
Good tune, by the way.
I hear you, Freshie. Just when you wanted to get...
Just when you thought it was safe to return to the alleys.
A spread eagle.
And it stinks because you're on the head pin. You know you're down. You're on the head pin, and
you get to 7 box. I know. I hear you, Freshie. I hear you.
Oh, he's got 7 boxes left.
Mike Kane, my good friend, veteran Candlepin bowler, he's shaking his head.
Mike, Big Daddy Kane.
Big Daddy.
I saw it in the qualifying. He made it. He made this with no wood. I saw it.
What, the spread eagle?
Yeah.
Nice.
Right to left.
No one likes a bragger, Mike.
No, it's not bragging. It's congratulations.
Mike almost made the cut.
He did. He actually did. He was in the cut, and then we got a late slip, and then knocked him out.
Yep.
C'est la vie. As Freshie's going for the Caleri left.
1, 2, 4, 7 in the 9.
Very, very, very difficult.
No wood to help him out.
Very, very difficult.
Oh!
Almost.
When Mike Moran was here a couple weeks ago, we were talking about the Tom Morgan last match.
Yes.
Before he passed away. Yeah. Have you seen that?
I haven't. Not in a long time.
It'll get to you.
There's you cannot watch it. It doesn't matter how many times you watch it. You cry your eyes out, especially when you see like Mike his brother come down. To people who don't know, Mike and Tom Morgan, great Candlepin bowlers out of Lynn and Revere, respectively. Whenever one was on TV, the other one was in the crowd every single time.
Yep.
Not many people know that. They were in the crowd supporting each other every single time the other one was on TV, and it was just, they had that close bond. So to see Mike break down on TV, who happens to be my childhood idol, that gets to you.
I'll never forget when you asked me to be on your pro league and I got to meet Mike Morgan. I was like in awe.
Yes.
How he was just down to earth and don't hurt it, Jonathan, please.
People, when have you ever seen this happen? Just have the head pin out there? Dennis?
Jonathan was off in the head pin and then he just
Barely touched
hits it and he barely and only drops the head pin.
But people always say you never want to meet your childhood idol because you'll always be disappointed. I was not.
I was not either. He was funny.
Yes.
Even though I was new to the league, he made me feel like I was welcome. He joked around.
And he supports you.
Yeah.
Even if you're against him, he supports you.
Yeah. Even if you have a bad night, he turns around and tells you, everybody has a bad night.
22.
So, it's people like that I look up to and I respect.
Yes.
For this game.
Craig Holbrook, another great guy.
Bobby Whitcomb.
Bobby Whitcomb.
Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Look at this.
Look at this
4,
disaster.
5, 7, 8, 9, 10 with no wood. And he hit the head pin.
Yeah.
What's going on here, people, for our final
he's
match?
leaving the door open for Nick to
I
come
know
walking
it.
through, but
Jonathan's just slowed down a little bit here.
Well, this is unorthodox for Jonathan seeing stuff like this.
yeah.
I know it.
We have yet to have a mark this strength.
Half horse to left, he missed.
It's just one of those things where I guess the alleys aren't juiced.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice try.
That's something Mike Moran and I were talking about off the air earlier, about this, how some people were saying that it's juiced at first and it's not.
Yeah.
I've gone down there. It's just because the plates are older and we're above the ground. We're not actually on the ground. But they move very well. Very slick.
What do you mean, on the ground? Back up again?
They are not on a concrete slab. They're elevated.
Oh,
Because we're on the
They're
second floor.
They're on a platform.
oh, okay, thank you. I just didn't know that.
You have to remember, at one point in time, this used to be a movie theater. The old Strand movie theater of vaudeville.
Nice.
And it was obviously converted into a
Yeah,
ballroom.
I think, I don't remember the exact day. Time frame, but yeah.
After 4, both bowlers at 35.
There's a lot of, I know on the second floor I did some exploring, and on the second floor there's a lot of the old square tin tiles, big square tin tiles from the old movie theater. Also some old movie lights that are still up there.
Nice.
Nice
You know?
shot by Fresh. You needed that spare.
Down here on the where the shows is, there's a line of tiles where you pop them up. It's actually the bottom of the balcony.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's an old building with a lot of history.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, here we go. He's got a shot here, Dennis.
Yeah, he
David.
needs a hammer right now.
Hammer now, right. Or a 9 with a piece of nice wood. Yeah, he's zeroing in. He knows it.
Nice smooth ball. See what happens. It's a 9.
Oh, he got
Oh.
the 9. He's got a 9 drop.
And rolling up against the 10 is that one piece of dead
Was
wood.
the spare shot a single pin too? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he made the single. He's got 2 in a row to shoot for here. But I don't like this wood.
Go right at it. There you go,
He
Nick.
went
Nice
by
shot.
it, okay.
Nice ball, Freshie.
2 9-pinners. 2
Well,
1-pinners rather. Yeah.
Now,
It's interesting. Jonathan Boudreau's gone 6 straight boxes without a mark, people.
and that's not like him at all.
Not like him at all.
But if anything, he'll drop a bomb any second.
Oh, absolutely.
No. He cranked it up, and there it is. Oh.
Leaves the 5-10.
Better known in Candlepin bowling as what? The Woolworth. The Woolworth split. I know. I can't say to blame you, Jonathan.
He's just
Shrug
waiting to
his
see what that
shoulders.
wood's going to do.
Where you going, Dennis? To the left, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Mike King, veteran Candlepin
Well,
bowler.
you know what?
Going left?
It actually
You
might be
going
a little
left,
harder
Michael?
with that piece of wood right there.
Huh?
It is, but
Go oh, beautiful
my
cut
goodness.
shot.
He cut it.
Nice
Jonathan
ball.
Boudreau, the shot of the match so far. Perfectly placed ball. Oh, my goodness.
Want to give a shout out to our sponsors, North End Mazda Subaru in Lunenburg, Mass. Visit buynorthend.com or visit them in person and see Marty Babineau's excellent sales staff on a new or pre-owned Mazda or Subaru. Also, go to YouTube, type in Watch Me Suck at Bowling, and see my good friend George do parodies on Candlepin bowling, duck pin bowling, 10-pin bowling, and anything else that he finds and deems funny. He does some awesome commentary. He also put his money where his mouth was and stepped up to the plate and to try to compete with the big boys.
He did.
You know? So kudos to George. And everybody else in Facebook land and on YouTube and local access, thank you for tuning in and watching and believing in what we do. The one thing I can say about Candlepin bowling is passion.
Oh, yes.
And
absolutely correct.
One of the, Jonathan has, both these guys have a lot of passion for the game. Nick, with some of the tournaments that he runs, just shows the love for the game. Jonathan, the passion of the game. He knows that he's a great bowler. And if he misses something, he knows it, that he should have had it.
He runs some tournaments out of Central Park Lanes in East Boston, too, Jonathan.
He makes 2 9-pennies, and then Jonathan matches him.
After 6, both bowlers are at 64 working on spares. 21 pins between the bowlers. Jonathan is up.
Dennis, the last 4 boxes between the bowlers, 3 out of the 4 boxes were 9 drops, and they all made them. And they made the spares. Big shot. Oh, dead on.
There you go, another one.
Nice.
He's keep marking out.
Confidence. He's building it. He's found it. 3 in a row. He's got a turkey. Any combination of 3 spares or strikes, and any combination in Candlepin bowling known as a turkey. Here it goes. Very, very important. Box number 8. Well, they're all important now. This is for the King of the Palace. Nice lift. Another 3-pin spare leave.
When Nick is not bowling, he's an order fulfillment specialist at Rochester Electronics and customer service at Metro Bowl. He also enjoys video games and watching sports, ladies, and he's available. Just saying.
Where are we going?
Just putting that out there.
Where are we going here?
Oh, got it. I thought I curved around it.
He's got what, Dennis?
4 in a row.
4 in a row, better known as what? What's our friend George? What's 4 in a row, George? And there you go.
Jonathan Boudreau on Alley 3. He is a 2016 world champ. With himself, right? Sean McKinley, Sean Baker with Lucky Strike, Dave Barber was the captain, Jeff Surratt, Dave Godwin, Eric Pelletier, Chris Boisver, and Bill Trefold.
Dropped 6 on the spare, puts him at 70.
That team's always been a force to reckon with.
And it's Boisver.
Was it?
Chris Boisver.
Oh, yep, sorry, Chris.
Nice
pickup.
He's got 3 in a row. What is going on here, people? We had no marks in the first 8 boxes between the bowlers, and now we've got 7 in a row.
Well, that's because all of a sudden Jonathan knows he needs to step up to the plate because Dick's starting to run away with it.
Plus it's for what, David, Dennis?
The King of the Palace
King of the Palace for the belt.
Title belt.
The most proud possession that anybody can want in Candlepin bowling, to walk down the street with the belt that designed and thought of by what? By whom? David Matala.
Oh, look at this.
Now
leaves the 4-7.
Talk about pressure bowling for
This
both
is going to be a
bowlers.
tough shot right here.
Nick just can't get any ground. Everything that he's throwing at
throws 4 in a row and drops.
Boy, Jonathan's not going to let him take it away.
No, still 21 pins.
Jonathan even looked at it and said, what am I going to throw here?
Where you going, Dennis? You
Tough
go
shot.
2 left.
It's tough because of that dead wood.
You go way left in the front wood, you're not going to carry.
I go far right.
Yeah, that one piece of the wood in the front is actually making him think
he's
about
going right at
Oh, beautiful shot.
This is unbelievable, people. This is unbelievable shooting.
Jonathan has a hell of a lot of passion for this game.
After 8, both bowlers are at 98 working on a spare. Jonathan is still up 21 pins.
I want to give a shout out real quick to our sponsors one last time, North End Mazda Subaru. Visit buynorthend.com or visit them in person and see Marty Babineau and his excellent sales staff for the new or pre-owned Mazda or Subaru.
Nice wood for Freshie.
Also, our other sponsor, Watch Me Suck at Bowling. Go to YouTube, type it in, see our good friend George do parodies on Candlepin bowling, duck pin bowling, and 10-pin bowling. Also, everybody on YouTube, Facebook, and local access.
There it is.
Beautiful picked up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for believing in what we do. Thank you for your comments. On Facebook, I answer them. Dennis answers them. On YouTube, Dennis answers them. Steve, well, carry a pigeon. Also, thank you to FATV and their excellent staff, the OEPD.
Come on. He's going for it. Come on, fall down.
Wow, how are those both pins?
Wow.
Oh, Freshie, 5 marks in a row, people. Better known as a badge in Candlepin bowling. He's got the 7 and the 8. 6 in a row. We'll give him what, Dennis and David? A Bronchuk. This is unbelievable.
Maybe you should change the name because no one ever gets it.
I know. It's
Oh,
maybe they don't want it.
this is going to be a nice shot right here. It's all set up. He just has to hit it just right. There it is. Oh!
Oh, just missed it. Broad tricks are very tough to
Okay,
get.
so what are we looking at there, Denny?
Well, Jonathan just needs pretty much a decent fill, and that's going to be the end of it.
Needed that last one.
Everything that Jonathan, Nick was throwing at him, he was just matching.
Yeah.
So Nick throws a 134 for a two-string total of 242.
He needs 16 pins in 2 boxes to win.
Yeah.
And he'll be the champ.
Well, hopefully he
That
doesn't
last
punch out.
one. He's got 4 in a row. He's got a badge.
Hats off to Nick, though. He put the pressure on him.
He gets the 4 horsemen. He's got a badge. We've seen some bowling people.
Pins down, Jonathan's at 233.
Just missed.
That's tied right now.
Thank you again for everybody who came out and supported the show. We cannot do what we do without you. You are watching the finals. Zaffaletto versus Boudreaux, King of the Palace, world title on the line.
That's it.
That's it.
And Jonathan Boudreaux has just defeated Nick Zaffaletto and has become the next undisputed, undefeated King of the Palace champ. And he hits it with a bomb.
What a fitting way to win the championship. Jonathan Boudreaux just
It'd be even impressive if he throws a triple,
That'd be awesome.
just to close it out.
close it
I
out.
think you should give him extra money if he throws a triple.
Okay. Boom!
And, oh,
Oh, you're getting scared of that one, were you? Great bowling. Great bowling by both guys.
Jonathan Boudreaux, the #1 seed with a 686, comes out and he throws some great balls. And now he is the undisputed King of the Palace champion. Dennis, give us
There
the
he is.
rundown.
Second string, Nick with a 134 for a 242 total. Jonathan with a 132 for a 261 total. Nick had 7 spares and no strikes. Jonathan had 6 spares and 3 strikes.
unbelievable. Candlepin bowling. And the champion, Jonathan Boudreaux, will be wearing the belt.
Great bowling by all. Now let's get to the 11th box of the Nuz and meet the new champ.
Welcome to the 11th box. I'm Dennis Nuzzo, standing here with the new King of the Palace scratch champ, Jonathan Boudreaux. Great bowling, Jonathan.
Thank you.
129, 132, consistent bowling, 261. He was putting the pressure on you in the second string. He was throwing 5 in a row, and you just kept matching him.
Yeah, I had a bit of a lead early, but I was missing a lot of spares, and I thought that would be kind of costly at the end, and it almost was. And you know, luckily I was able to match a few of his marks down the stretch, and it made the difference.
Yeah, there was like 10 boxes in a row between the two of you. It was just all marks. It was phenomenal to watch. It was great. Great cut shots, great singles. How do you feel about your bowling?
Well, I mean, you know, for me, like I said, I felt a little off. You know, I had the strike ball working on 4, but then, you know, I was missing shots on 3. But then when I came back and made the cut shot on 3, though, that kind of got my head back into it, and you know, I was able to run a few, and it was enough.
It's amazing. I say it all the time how one lucky break or one great shot just turns your whole match around in your head.
Yes, it does. Yeah, big momentum swing. You know, especially where he was making a couple of shots. You know, he was coming at me, so I really needed to make something there. If I didn't make that cut shot, I definitely needed something in the next box, and luckily it all fell into place.
Absolutely. Dave?
Jonathan, what can I say, man? I bowled against you. I've watched you bowl. You're one of the greats, man.
Oh, thank you.
And I know you can turn it on a dime, and you are the epitome of set it and forget it. You know, and it was just Dennis said it best. You had one bad box, and then Dennis is like, "Watch this. He's gonna drop a bomb." And what'd you do? You dropped the bomb. So it's, you know, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
You're a joy to watch.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Jonathan, the cut shot, was that in your mind to cut it that way? Because I
Absolutely.
told Dennis I would have played the wood.
No, because the wood was behind the pin, so I had no other chance. I had no other chance to make. I had to cut that over. So
He makes 4 in a row.
I'm just looking, you know, when I'm looking at a cut shot, I'm playing the front pin, but I'm trying to kind of finesse the ball over there in a way that it cuts it over, and that worked on that one. So
Phenomenal bowling,
Thank you.
Jonathan. The other champ,
Thanks.
there it is.
Well, congratulations, Jonathan. We look forward to you
Thanks, sir.
defending the title next time.
All right.
See everyone on March 31st for the King of the Palace doubles.